Hello everybody and welcome back on MDG Media, Europe's disc golf hub. We got round 2 front 9 FPO lead card coverage from the Järva Open x Tyyni. This is a legendary event this year taking place at the legendary Järva disc golf course. We got a pretty exciting card coming at you. Andrew Gum here in the studio, flying solo today. Max is out there trying to make a push for a solid result. Needs the rest. Working hard all year long. Super high quality player as well, so wishing him the best out on the course. Happy to be here with you as always, covering disc golf at the highest level and having a ton of fun doing it with MDG Media. Rachel Turton, sponsored by Prodigy Discs from St. Andrews in the UK. She won Tyyni last year, so looking to defend the title. We have the veteran Sofie Björlycke, sponsored by RPM Discs from Sweden as well. So representing the home country here. We have from Finland, Tinja Väisänen, 931 rated, sponsored by Prodigy Discs. Always positive energy on the card. From Rauma, just outside Turku there on the west coast. And the fourth nationality from Norway, we have Emilie Nesse, 916 rated, sponsored by Innova Discs. And we got a In the Bag coming out from her real soon. Just shot that recently. Keep an eye out for that. Super talented young player. Just won a doubles junior world title and got second in the singles competition. Starting off here on hole 1, long par 3 uphill with a sloping right to left hillside, 121 meters, averaging 3.56. We haven't seen any birdie looks yet from the FPO field. See if we can get there today. But yeah, Tyyni is a special event. Here you see some of the young folks soaking up the action. So many side events, so much fun. Always organized really well. This year taking place here, like I mentioned. Here's Rachel on the tee.
From Great Britain, Rachel Turton.
She's going to sling a forehand with the D1. Crashes into the hillside, rolls back to the center of the fairway.
Wonderful. Next up, from Sweden, Sofie Björlycke.
Sophie's got a ton of experience on this course. She's going to go with the backhand line. A little bit of turn. Nice powerful shot right to the middle of the fairway.
Wonderful.
Should be an easy up and down.
From Finland, Tinja Väisänen.
Team, you're going to go with the backhand line. A little bit low and overturned. Cut rolls back to the middle though, that's just fine. Like I said, pretty hard to get a birdie look on this one, so.
From Norway, Emilie, Nesse.
We've got to see a fair bit of Ida this year on coverage. It's been a pleasure. She's got some amazing skills and very well composed. Nice shot there, backhand line,
Have a great day.
right into the middle of the fairway. Beautiful day for disc golf, nice and sunny out there, very low wind, great scoring conditions, solid forehand approach from Rachel. Tinja up next, stand still backhand. A little bit low, can it get the scoot? Cut rolls out. Circle 2 look still for the par. Ida's forehand approaches have been really impressing me all year long. She's got great touch with it. There, she puts it right there, just outside the bullseye ring. She was chucking them, looked like they were going to go in all the time in Norway. And they seem to be always on point. Sofie puts it really close for an easy par. Tinja with the most work left to do to get that par. Oh! Hits that tree directly in front of her. Now she'll have a very similar look for the bogey. A little more space off the tree. Yeah, gives it a pretty good run, but wide right. Rough start for Tinja. Everybody else relatively easy cleanups for par. Rachel gets it done. Ida left side a little bit. Heavy chains off the nubs, and she's gonna have to settle for a bogey. And the par for Sofie. So a couple pars. Unfortunate bogey and double bogey here from the others. Moving on to hole 2. Beautiful par 3, 96 meters. Straight tunnel shot over this little valley. And yeah, you want to try to land it a little short and get some ground play. You definitely don't want to overshoot this one. Death drop hill, cliffside basically right behind. You can see right even inside the bullseye ring, it already starts to slope off dramatically. You don't want to leave it too short either though, or the putt's really scary. See how aggressive they get. Rachel looking like a mid-range. Working that left side, but a little bit too left. Gets a little bit of decent ground play. She'll be deep in circle 2. Sofie, a little low, hoping to get some great scoot. Does get a pretty good skip, but also, yeah, scary putt from C2. Ida looks like a mid-range. Really nice line. Getting a little lift, skip, and slide. Very nice shot. Right there inside C1 for a great birdie look. Would be a solid bounce back after that unfortunate bogey on hole 1. Tinja with a smooth throw. Drifting nicely, sliding up into C2. Just a little soft, but pretty good looking line. Sofie up first. Elects to lay up smartly. Kisses the koozie. Tap in par coming for her. Tinja gives it a chance. Well, comes up. It looked like she wanted it. Also hits the koozie and stays put. So easy par for her. Did we miss Rachel's approach? Might have. Ida again left side. Just a little bit off the mark here early on the putting green. See if she can make the correction soon. She's about to settle for the par. Looking like a par frame here. Disappointing par for Ida, but heavy chains on both those putts. Just slightly off the mark. Hole 3, par 3, 103 meters. Yeah, a lot of trees in the middle of the fairway, so you gotta pick a line here. Most people go on the left side, either with the forehand or a turnover. There are a few other options. Big spike hyzer on the right side. Takes a lot of power though. We did see a funky roller laid down yesterday by a local Swede. Local lion, pretty sweet. Curled around the basket for one of the only 2 birdies on the day. We'll see how these ladies elect to play it. Rachel's got a really good forehand game. She's going to take that D1 along the left side. Nice and low, powerful, looking to get some skip. And it does, up into circle 2. Might have a little bit of a low ceiling with that tree in the line. Sofie with the backhand shot. Looks like a nice turnover. Maybe just a little bit inside, catches a tree. Looks like it's out of birdie range, but safe and inbounds. Ida with this line, this low hyzer. This is a lot of trees to beat, but it's there if you get it just right. I do like to play if you keep it low and get a good skip. That one caught a late guardian tree, but Tinja's gonna follow that. Looking for a skip. It gets it nicely. There, C2. Just behind Rachel, but that tree might be an issue for both of them. More so Tinja, I guess, being a little further back. Sofie, tricky stance. Really well executed upshot. Right next to the basket. Ida here. Gets it to about 5-6 meters left for the par now. Tinja down on a knee here, stretching to the right side to give her some space to try to give it a run, but can't get it up quite enough, so easy par coming for her. See if Rachel can step through on this one. No, just trying to put it close and circles the pin, so looking like a par frame if we can get this putt straightened out from Ida. There you go, right on the pole. Good correction after the first two. Collecting the par. The others tapping in. So looking like back-to-back par frames here on 2 and 3. This one averaged 3.06 on the day, so just a couple of birdies. Elina Rudberg and Maria Kielas got it, so nicely done. Great to see the next generation out here enjoying disc golf on a sunny day. Here we see the leaderboard. Rachel and Sofie at the top. Tinja and Ida holding strong. Olivia doing work.
Discsport and Innova share the same values and understanding how the sport should grow.
Rene has always been a great partner of Innova. His vision of disc golf in Estonia and the Baltic region is exactly what we're looking for.
Our goal would be to grow the sport, grow the brand, so that eventually, in the long run, Innova will be #1 in Europe again.
Hole 4, par 3. Tricky 100 meters down the pipe here. Quite a lot of stuff to beat. Another low ceiling. These pine trees really get in your business coming in very late. Forehand seems to work really well if you got the power to do it. I've seen some rollers. Backhand turnovers sometimes can get you a look. But it's a tricky par 3. Legendary hole again. A lot of these are familiar from years. 3.63 average today on this one. Tied for the third most difficult. Haven't seen any birdies yet. See if our lead card can get some in the bag. Rachel's got the forehand to attack it for sure. Coming inside. A little early on the highs there, rolling. Oh, stays out of that bush, I think. Should be able to pitch up for the par pretty easy. Maybe give it a run with that hill behind. Nothing really to lose unless you maybe hit the basket and roll back down. Sofie with the backhand line, looking pretty smooth. Fights through the pines. Sliding, catching a couple pine cones, slows it down, but she's there with a chance. Ida going backhand too. Got some smooth form. Good speed as well. This one drifting nice and straight through the gap. But yeah, a little bit short. Tinja also electing for the backhand. Turns a little early, looks like it might be cut rolling a bit. Yeah, still some work to do to get the par. Tinja up first. A little bit wide right, pin high, but still about almost 9 meters left. Not the ideal upshot. Ida puts it nice and close. Rachel there, right next to her. Sofie, not wanting any of it, just putting it under the basket, par, and move on. Keeping it clean. Oh no. Tinja hits the nubs and it squirrels off OB. That's super unfortunate roll. And another double bogey. Getting her to +4 for the round. That was a very unfortunate roll to the right, catching the OB just shy on the putt, and the nubs turn the disc up vertical. Pars for the rest of the gang. But yeah, Tinja's double bogey sandwich does not look tasty on the scorecard today. See if she can turn things around. Dropping back a bit. +1 total now. Hole 5, par 3, 71 meters. Epic island hole. This year playing as a hazard, so little change. I think it's a good change. There was a drop zone last year over there on the right side, about 20 meters, but this makes it maybe a little more interesting to play it where it lies with the penalty. Quite a lot of options here, but the basket's on a mound, so rollaways are a real deal, and with that hazard it can be very punishing. You can go up with a hyzer on the right side, you can kind of pierce through the pines with a lower shot and skip it like Rachel's going for here. Oh, but she squares up that one. You need to be a little bit more right, or maybe even left if you want to try to sneak it in that way. But she caught that one, and it's going to be a tough par save from there. Sofie hits the same tree. Looks like it stays safe though, luckily. Got a better reaction off the branches. Whereas Rachel hit the trunk and kicked right back towards the tee. This is through the trees, almost. Catches some of the branches. Stays safe on the island. Scary putt though. See if Tinja goes a little more wide. Yeah, this is something well, it's not quite wide enough though. Pine branches knock it down. She's safe. Of course, this is the side of the legendary Grenace from Kevin Jones last year. I know we mentioned it yesterday, but it's a pretty unforgettable moment. One of the craziest things I've ever seen on a disc golf course. Or anywhere, for that matter. Yeah, pitching up. Rachel also did from the hazard. See if Ida wants this. Looks like it might be a low ceiling. Yeah, no, just putting it close. Taking the par. Tinja gives it a chance. Hits the nubs. Luckily stays on the island. But I like the aggression there. She knows she needs it. After already being +4. Oh, what? No. Rachel's putts, heavy chains, kind of spits through. Maybe it was a little wide right, but super punishing result for what looked like a decent putt there. And then, so double penalty, triple bogey for Rachel. She was leading the tournament at that point. Ouch, that's a tough moment. Not what you're hoping for on a 71-meter hole. but it can easily happen on this one. This one can be pretty painful. And that was, yeah, really unfortunate break for Rachel on the green. Ida getting the par. Tinja and Sofie also taking par, so the card taking 3 strokes on the leader. Moving on to hole 6, par 3, 148 meters, downhill, beautiful shot. Nice to watch the disc fly on this one. Very well guarded green. Some of these smaller trees on the fairway also can come into play if you don't get the height just right. But mostly, yeah, you're trying to fly over that and then get under the ceiling. If you can get some skip and slide up towards the basket, you're laughing, feeling good. 3.75 average on this one, so not at all an easy birdie. We haven't seen any yet today from the field. Juliana got it yesterday with a really nice one. So far, so par from Sofie. Pretty good looking line, lifts up. Probably gonna get some fade into the trees on the left side. Not too bad though. Eat up next. She's got some serious power. Nice smooth swing here, getting a little turn. It's gonna come back nicely. This is looking really good. Can it stay? Oh, hits a late tree, unfortunately. I would have really liked to see that finish. Could have skipped right up there to the basket. Instead, she's deep in circle 2. Tough reaction off the tree there. Tinja forcing one over with the overstable disc. Looking pretty good coming in. Catches a late tree as well. She's in a similar position, a little bit further right. Rachel trying to bounce back after that really unfortunate triple. Busting a great move on this. I like it a lot. Can it avoid the ceiling? Yeah. Also hits a tree and gets a tough roll. Even further right than Tinja now. That was looking good. But there's so many late trees on this one to beat. It's a tough line. Sofie puts it up there on the green. About 5 meters left now for the par. Rachel will jump putt approach right next to the basket. Tinja there on the bullseye's edge. Nice jump putt approach as well. Ida also, same. Should be a par frame here. Sofie. Oh no, a little bit right on that putt. Chains out. She'll have to settle for the bogey now. Give one back to Rachel. It's going to be just one stroke between them now. Pretty tight race here. As you saw on the scoreboard, Olivia Chinstead out there, 2 down, gaining some ground on these leaders. Hole 7, par 3, 94 meters. Straight shot, a little bit uphill. Got all these trees to deal with coming in on the right or left side, so try to avoid them and give yourself a birdie chance. 2.94 average, so definitely some birdies out there. Second easiest hole on the course. OB over there on the left, but it's pretty far out of range. And I guess there's OB on the right as well. Rarely comes into play, but this one pretty far off on the left side. It's safe, but lots of stuff in the way. Very difficult to birdie from over there. Might even be a challenging approach. We'll see how much of those tree limbs are in her business. Great move here from Tinja. I like it a lot. It's just about parked. She got the full flight. Really nicely done, getting a fist pump from the majority of the card there. Rachel gonna go with the backhand. White on the right side, hyzering in. This plays pretty good if you can beat this last bush. And she does. Whoa, beautiful shot. Spikes in right next to the basket and stays put. Couple great drives in a row. Sofie trying to match it. Going with the turnover on the inside. Gets over that tree though, and she'll have a circle one look, or circle's edge at least. Ida, yeah, it wasn't too bad of a place after all. Able to pitch it up easily for the par. Looks like Sofie's just outside the circle. Drills it! Beautiful putt. Solid birdie there. Nice highlight. Getting back to even for the round. Bouncing back from that bogey. 3 down and in the lead. Rachel trying to stay within 1 here. Nice work. 4-meter tap in. Uphill though. Not as easy as it looks. Good birdie. Great birdie from Tinja as well. She's recovering from those early struggles. Even for the round. Tied for 3rd. With Ida. Hole 8, par 3, 96 meters. Got to go up and over all these small trees. Beautiful view. You can see quite far from here. Nice little lake and holes 14 and 15 in the background on the right side. Got to get up and over all the trees. Got to beat these late ones. Really strong sloping hillside left to right. They do have a little wall down there to catch some of the rollaways, but if you're unlucky, it can go a long, long way on this one. Tough little green. Yeah, lots of small, low hanging branches on the trees and always really scary rollaway potential. Tinja turning this one over on the right side. Does it have the stability to get back? It does for the most part. Stays up on the hill. Still about 20 or so meters from the basket. Rachel fading left into those thick bushes. Didn't see it come down. Might be a tough look over there. Sofie a little bit low here. Fights all the way through though. Wow, what a line. Haven't seen too much success on the lower line, but that was really nice, and she's just outside the bullseye. Some more common play to go up high and try to drop it in. Very nice shot. Just a little bit short, but circle 2. Here we see Rachel. She has to straddle out. And yeah, just trying to put it close for the par. Does so. A little bit scary when you see him rolling on this one, but that one stays nice and close. Oh, nice putt from Tinja, way deep. Sweet birdie. 2 in a row from her. That one was from range. Well-earned slow-mo here. Check it out, folks. Committed, stepping through, nailing it on the mark, hustling it down. Big smile. Really great to see. After that really slow start, she's back under par. Solid birdie from Sofie as well. She's also 1 under for the round. And with back-to-back birdies, solid par there from Ida. She just had that early bogey with the chain out. Since then, nothing but pars. Rachel with a par as well. Now 2 strokes behind the leader, Sofie. And here we are, hole 9. It's a par 5 for the FPO, 178 meters. Got a pretty wide open tee shot in the beginning, but then you got this really big tree here to worry about. You want to try to line yourself up with the double mando that you see right here. And then you got to get through all these skinny pine trees. Really scary green with the basket actually on the downslope of a death drop off. There is a little wall barrier built up down there, but it's pretty far, like at least 25 meters, and it's extremely downhill, so a lot of work to get yourself back up there. Audrey getting some cookie snacks, well deserved. Always working hard out there and giving us these great images. As you see here from the shot cam, Tinja crashes in the trees on the left side. Not a bad place to be. You don't need too much distance here on any of the shots, really. It's more about placement, being a par 5. Sofie going, skipping under that birch tree into a good spot. That's pretty much sweet spot, I think, for the FPO if you're, looking to just try to work your way up there slowly for the birdie. Wide on the right side from Rachel. Can it come around that tree? Yeah, she's under the birch. A little bit out of position, but had good distance, so Tinya's trying to get something out of her hair. Nice to see that camaraderie on the card. Good vibes all around from the looks of it. Ida, similar to Rachel, fades in earlier though in front of the birch. Nice shot, actually more similar to Sofie's line in that sense, but Tinja keeping it low, making sure to get through the mando, not needing a ton of distance there. There's a lot of pine trees over there on the left side, but she's going to be able to reach out, stretch out with a forehand, or maybe find a way through with the backhand. Solid forehand, second shot from Ida, right through the center of the double mandos. Not a putt you want to run, but she can lay it up there for a birdie now. Kind of a soft par 5 in a way if you're not making any big mistakes. Averaging over par though, 5.22. Saw quite a few birdies. We actually had an eagle today on this one from Hanala Mata. Nice one. She got that to within 5 meters. Sweet eagle. Rachel in pretty decent position after 2. Tinja puts it up there, 5 meters left. Can be a scary putt even from that distance on this green, but she should be close enough to get it done without too much stress. Perfect approach there from Ida. Rachel looks happy with it. Sofie over here, down on her knee, left side. Oh, off the top, stays put. Good effort. Tinja connects for the birdie. That makes 3 in a row. Turkey time. Great to see her finishing strong here on the front 9 after some struggles. She's in 3rd place. Rachel coming back nicely for the birdie. She's at +1 for the round. And that triple bogey was a rough pill to swallow, but she bounced back well. And a great birdie there from Sofie as well. So Sofie almost had an eagle. She's at 5 down, 2-stroke lead, halfway through the event. Tap-in birdie from Ida as well, so great star frame there from the lead card. Nice to see him finish strong. Solid play so far here, moving day. You can see Olivia out there doing work, 3 down through the front 9. tied for 4th with Ida. But most of the action here on our lead card. Yeah, been exciting. Really happy to have you all following along on MDG Media. Andrew Gum here. Happy to be part of the MDG family, and we'd love to have you as well. Check it out, patreon.com, MDG Media. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. Keep coming back for more. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you on the back nine here for Järva Tyyni X 2024.